That's what it should be.
We're going to talk about World War II, Grandma and Grandad.
Okay.
Right.
Grandad, what was the scariest thing in the war?
What was the scariest thing
In the war?
in the war? Well, I wasn't in the war because I was only like your age, or a bit more, just a bit older than you.
Yeah, but
But
what?
the scariest thing for me was the Doodlebugs.
Yeah.
What?
Doodlebugs.
What's that?
It was a bomb in a
Pilotless
rocket.
planes, right?
It was a pilotless plane, and it had wings, and it had a body, and it had jets coming out the back. And the Doodlebugs would come over, and the Germans would set the timer on them so that they would land approximately near to where they wanted them to fall, and they'd explode
Like London.
like London. But because we lived just a little bit the other side of London, some of these Doodlebugs came over to us. And the scariest thing for me was my dad. I always wanted to see a Doodlebug. And he said, all right, I pestered him so much. He said, all right, I'll let you see one. And we stood in the garden, there was a raid on. We stood in the garden and we heard and he said, there it is, and it came out, you know, and gradually got larger, and as it came towards us it went and as soon as that went it would just drop and explode. So Grandad, my dad and I rushed indoors and got under the Anderson shelter, and it went boom, and it blew a house down in Whitton Avenue. But that was the scariest thing for me. I don't know about Grandma. What's your scariest thing, Grandma?
Yeah, I think it was the Doodlebug because it was eerie to hear the sound of them, and then when you knew it was when it stopped, you knew it was going to fall somewhere near you because the sound was near you. But there were also searchlights, and you could look out and you could see all these searchlights coming from different directions, and they would
Pick out
be
a
so
plane
that
or something.
the soldiers could fire at planes coming
And what?
in.
You've heard of a Spitfire, haven't you?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Spitfire? Well, Spitfires and Hurricanes were their main fighters during the war, and I have seen one of those as well. They got a Doodlebug in searchlights, got two searchlights, and the Doodlebug was in the middle. And the Spitfire, it flew right close to it, and it tipped its wing over. And as soon as the Doodlebug goes over, it explodes. But the Spitfire pilot has got to get away as quick as possible. Now that takes an act of bravery to do that, I think. But that's what they did. You imagine the Doodlebug coming, there's the wing, and the Spitfire go and get away, and boom! And I saw that happen. It was, you know, everybody, a lot of people were watching it that day because all the search, as Grandma said, all the searchlights were up. You know.
They were trying to get a Doodlebug or anything, you know, that they could
They could
shoot
catch.
down before it did damage.
So,
Anywhere
can I have
else.
the next question?